Treasurer. Paradise, Far North Queensland, is Australia's #2 destination for tourists, a quarter of whom are backpackers. A tourism only facilitated by working bananas, mangoes, avocados, horticulture. Surely, Minister, imposing a punitive backpackers tax combined with pointless superannuation pain threatens $1 billion a year in tourism and $1 billion a year in horticulture.
Treasurer has the call.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for Kennedy for his question. I thank him for his concern about these issues, and those concerns are reflected by a number of members on this side of the House who I've been working with, and particularly the Leader of the Nationals, and we've been talking, the member for Murray and the member for Mallee and many members, and the member for Leichhardt, of course, and the list goes on, Mr Speaker. There are issues that are being addressed in relation to the measure that was introduced in the last budget, and that is true. But let's understand what was done in the last budget, Mr Speaker. What was done was that after the increase in the tax-free threshold to $18,200 for the benefit of the member for McMahon, when that was increased, what was done was backpackers who were then paying tax because the threshold was a lot lower were no longer paying tax. And so what was done in the last budget was to treat backpackers as foreign residents for the purposes of the Tax Act. Now, Mr Speaker, if there are implementation or transition issues that need to be addressed, then of course I will continue to work with the government members, Mr Speaker, who have raised this with me, in particular the Leader of the Nationals. But, Mr Speaker, what we need to understand, though, is if we are to address this issue, then we need to address a fundamental question, because what is being asked for is that there be a taxpayer-funded incentive to employ foreign workers to work in particular industries. Now, that is basically the proposal, because it would be saying backpackers would not be treated as foreign resident income taxpayers in Australia. Now, if that is an incentive or a concession that needs to be addressed to a particular sector, then we would need to identify which sector. Is it hospitality? Is it agriculture? Is it abattoirs, or any of these issues? Now, these are very genuine questions, and we will work through those issues, and we will also ensure that we will do so in a way that doesn't impair the budget. But I thank the member for his question.